So hello my Burley gang. So this video I'm going to be making about 10 to 15 facts about going natural. If you're already natural and your hair is just not in the best condition, if you've had a perm or heat damage, I'm going to get you right, okay? Well, first step, trim your hair. So imagine there's a rock tied at the bottom of a slinky. It's going to stretch it out. Now if you cut the rock, the slinky's gonna reform and it's gonna be back to a spiral. So imagine your hair is the same thing. When you have those dead ends, it's weighing your hair down, it's weighing your curls down, and you can't see the beauty that you have because of your dead ends. So as soon as you clip those ends, yes, you will get shrinkage, your hair will appear shorter, but it will be healthier, it will look better, you'll be happier. When I did my big mini chop, my hair was about here. I knew that I needed to do it for the health of my hair. I didn't have a perm in probably 3 or 4 years before I got my hair right, and it was bad. I had bad heat damage. I'm gonna attach a picture, and I didn't really know what I was doing with my hair. We were always taught straight hair was the way to go. I would get doobies every 2 weeks. My friend told me, I think you have really curly hair and I think your hair can look a lot better. And I cut my hair and now we here. It's finally touching my back. You don't understand. This has been a journey, but it's definitely worth it. If you're not ready to do a big chop, cutting it little by little, I would recommend at least cutting anywhere from 1/2 inch to 1 inch every month. Start taking care of your hair and really seeing how fast your hair grows when it's natural, when it's in its natural state. You don't need perms, you don't need doobies, you don't need any of that. All you need is your natural hair and you'll see it flourish. So my ladies who do not want short hair at all, even if you do big chop or big mini chop, whatever you want, if you're still gonna wear wigs, weaves, braids, whatever, please, I'm begging you, do not neglect your real hair. Just because you're wearing a weave or a wig, snatch that wig off, and you better put some oil on your scalp, massage it in using the paddles of your fingers. Do not use your nails, and put a little bit on the little Meek Mill braids and get right. And then if you have regular braids or twist or whatever, take a little bit of oil, put it in your scalp, and run down the length of the braids. Moisturize your hair. Do not neglect your real hair. Do not. This is the most important tip I can give you. The #1 tip that should have been #1. Deep condition your hair, ladies. I cannot stress this enough. People are like, oh, my hair isn't growing. My hair is so dry. And I ask, so when's the last time you deep conditioned? Oh, maybe 4 months ago. Deep condition your hair once a week. I would say my type 4 girls, it's a lot harder it's just a harder process to do your hair because it does get a little bit more tangled and it's harder, but deep conditioning will help soften your hair. It will help hydrate it, so it does become easier to do your hair. When I first started doing my hair and I first started deep conditioning, it would probably take me about 2-3 hours to get through a wash day. I can wash my hair in probably 10-15 minutes now. You can deep condition on the go. I throw that little thing in a little shower cap, put my hat on, put a head wrap on. I go to the gym, I go to the store, whatever. The benefits of deep conditioning, you're adding moisture to your hair. That's #1. Water and deep conditioning are the best things that you can do for your hair. It's gonna promote healthiness, and if you promote healthiness, that equals hair growth. It's a simple formula. Healthiness, hydration, hair growth. It also prevents damage. So your hair splits from the ends up. So when your ends are not healthy and not hydrated, it's going to delay your hair growth process by not taking care of your hair, not taking care of your ends. People are always like, oh, my hair doesn't retain length or my hair doesn't grow. No, deep condition, take care of your ends. And you might just need a trim because if your hair is, like I said, if it's damaged at the ends, it's going to split from the ends up. So if it's splitting from the ends up, you're never going to see that length. So when it's damaged, clip it and your hair will continue growing. Your hair is already dead. Like this is dead. So you need to take care of what's here. So if it's damaged, you have to cut it. There's nothing that you can do to bring it back to life. If it's permed or heat damaged, let's go. Let's cut it. Cut it. Cut it. You need to cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Deep conditioning, it penetrates your hair shaft, getting the moisture from inside and out. So that is very important. And it also adds shine over time and improves the luster. So if your hair is just like really dull and really like damaged and it looks like it's on the verge of breaking and dying even more, deep condition. It will help these things. I promise. I'm living proof. I'm literally living proof. I'm gonna attach pictures. You're gonna see like. Also, try protein treatments every 6 to 8 weeks. So your hair is made up of keratin. Like that is what hair is. So maintaining a healthy lifestyle period is going to help your hair grow, help your skin flourish, everything like all in one. But for the strength and the growth of your hair, definitely eating a protein diet, drinking lots of water is gonna help hydrate your hair, help strengthen those bonds, and have stronger hair that can grow. Next fact, protective styling will be your best friend, because you don't have to do much to your hair. If you have nothing to do to your hair, you're tired, you're bored, you're just like, ugh, I can't do anything. Twist your hair up. Part it in 4. Take each section of 4 and do 3 or 4 twists. Put this in a little ponytail, go to work for a day or 2, go to the gym, then take it out and you have another style. Like, there's so much you can do. I actually have a 2-strand twist-out video that I'll link below at the bottom in the description box. And you can do Bantu knots, you can do 3-strand twists, you can put your hair in a bun, just add a little bit of leave-in and water, finger detangle a little bit, put it in a bun. That's a protective style. You can do perm rod sets, which I also have a video for that, and I'll link that below in the bottom in the description box. You can do flexi rod sets. There's just so much you can do that you shouldn't get bored with your hair. And also, you know, wash and goes also are wonderful. Next fact, low manipulation. Not touching your hair so much and just really leaving it alone will really help it to flourish and grow. Like, touching your hair all day, you're taking the oils out of your hair. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Just let it grow. Twist it up and leave it alone. Do a little wash and go, leave it alone. The next fact I would definitely say is to shampoo less. Shampoo naturally strips your hair of the natural oils that you have, and while it does clean your scalp, you don't really need to use it as much as we are like taught to use it. So I only shampoo once a month, or if I really have like really bad buildup. Weeks where you're gonna wash your hair, because you better be deep conditioning every week, because I'm gonna be checking on y'all once a week, deep condition. So on those weeks, you can co-wash. I use As I Am Grow Wash or the As I Am just regular co-wash, and it does the same thing as shampoo. Again, if you are gonna shampoo, only shampoo your scalp. You don't need it on the ends of your hair. You're really just trying to get out that buildup, the dandruff, whatever else, the gel, all the products that you had. And when you put it in your scalp, naturally, when the water flows down, it's gonna come down the shafts of your hair and clean it as well. So now to speak on the LOC method. I live by this, actually. I didn't even realize that I did until I actually watched somebody else's LOC video, and I was like, oh, I do this naturally. So the LOC method is leave-in, oil, and cream. I don't do it in that order. I do basically LCO. So I wash my hair, whatever, co-wash, deep condition, rinse that out. Now I have freshly washed hair, it's wet. First thing I do, I'm gonna add some leave-in and I'm gonna put it on my ends. I'm type 3C. So my hair gets a little bit greasy, so leave-ins to me are a little bit thick because they're supposed to last you throughout the week or whenever you're gonna do your hair again. So I only apply probably like a quarter size amount, rub it in, and then I put it on my ends, and then I run it through the rest of my hair. My type 4 girls, I would recommend using a little bit more, maybe section it in 4, put it in each section and do it like that. And always, always, always concentrate on your ends. I told you, that is where you get the most damage. That's where your hair splits. It splits from the ends up. So that's where you want to put the most product, because that's the most susceptible to breakage. So always on my ends first, and then I move up. And after the leave-in, then I put in my cream. My cream is like my curl enhancing smoothie or whatever styler that you're gonna use. If you're doing a twist out and you use like curl milk or like curl pudding or olive oil pudding, whatever you use, that is your like cream. So for this is a wash and go. I use curl enhancing smoothie. My two favorites are the Shea Moisture Coconut Hibiscus and the As I Am Long and Luxe. So I put that in and then define it with gel. But I have a shingling video that I'll link below in the box as well. And then I always finish my styles with oil. Always. Again, concentrating on the ends because they're the most susceptible to breakage and damage. And then I put everything else. I always put oil in my scalp because that's where your hair grows out from. So you want to keep it healthy and have it healthy. So when it does grow down and it does eventually, this hair is going to be at the bottom, then it's still healthy because I'm taking care of my ends and my roots. Ladies, 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 hit your oil scalp massages. When I tell you that is your best friend, that is your best friend. Number one, it feels good. It's gonna promote hair growth because you're stimulating your scalp. You're bringing the blood to it, and it's just, now your hair just all of a sudden wants to grow, and it feels lovely. And I'll also be selling my Dr. Burley hair growth oil. That will be coming out soon. And that's really all the tips I have. But just because I didn't mention something doesn't mean that it's not helpful or you shouldn't do it. It's just, you have to listen to your hair. Like, what works for me might not work for you. The same methods I would say apply, like deep conditioning, that applies to everyone. I do not care what type of hair you have, even type 2 hair, okay? You still need to deep condition. All the way to type 4D, because there are some 4D people out there. You need to deep condition. I don't care what you say. The LCO or LOC method, whichever order you want to do it in, that applies to everyone. So while I don't really get frizzy hair and I don't really have shedding, that doesn't mean that you don't. Black tea rinses, that helps with shedding. Apple cider vinegar rinses, that helps with dandruff and frizziness. Aloe vera treatments, that helps just like a deep conditioner, penetrating from the outside in and really like promoting hair growth and hair strength. So while I don't do these things, it's because I don't need it. But if your hair is shedding a lot, do a black tea rinse. If your hair is so frizzy and you're just like, I don't know what to do, I'm about to just cut it, or I can't take it, try an apple cider vinegar rinse. There's so much that you can do. Like, don't give up. That is the most important thing, not deep conditioning. Don't give up on your hair. Listen to your hair. Don't quit. And please, just try. If you have any questions, you know, you can follow me on Instagram at Dr. Burley. I answer everybody's DMs. I do not skip anyone, okay? I'm not shady. I write everybody back. Comments, DMs, whatever. And also, do your research. Like, if you feel like, you know what, I think I have XYZ problem, Google. Google is your best friend. They'll tell you everything you need to know. Or you can watch this video. So that's all I have for you. Like this video if you enjoyed it. If you want any more, let me know what type of videos you want, any tutorials. I'll make them. Subscribe. Share it with your aunties, your uncles, your friends, your coworkers. I don't care. Anybody, share it. Thanks, Burley Gang.